On your song sheets. Sisters and brothers, together with peace and love, bring light to the world, oh brothers and sisters, and sing Hine Matov. Hine Matov. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
We welcome in this July month and the recent Independence Day holidays by celebrating together in prayer and song and community and food. We join together in the best that is us, in connecting with each other and making this a special night of celebration and connection. I'm Rabbi Mark Kaiserman, along with Cantor Emily Wygod Pincus. Welcome to the Reformed Temple of Forest Hills, everyone who's joining us here in our sanctuary, and those who are joining us from your homes via live stream. We're glad to have everyone here tonight. You should make sure to have a song sheet and a prayer book. If you didn't pick one or the other up, you should head back out into the lobby and get those. And we're going to start with a reflection that just a couple weeks ago, lyricist Sheldon Harnick passed away at the age of 99. You may know him from the musical Fiorello, but you certainly know him from Fiddler on the Roof. I once actually had the opportunity to sing to life with my brother, playing Tevye and Laser Wolf in front of Sheldon Harnick, which was very intimidating and very exciting. He said nice things to us afterwards. So to get us ready for our Sabbath blessings, we're going to turn to our song sheets and join together in singing Sabbath prayer. May the Lord protect and defend you. May He always shield you from shame. May you come to be in Yisrael a shining name. May you be like Ruth and like Esther. May you be deserving of praise. Strengthen them, O Lord, and keep them from the stranger's ways. May God bless you and grant you long lives. May God make you good mothers, and may He send you husbands who will care for you. May the Lord protect and defend you. May the Lord preserve you from pain. Favor them, O Lord, with happiness and peace. Oh, hear our Sabbath prayer. Amen. turn to our Shabbat candle blessings. We invite up Bill, Ellen, Matthew, and Scott Kamen. Page 120 in your prayer books, using the page numbers in the brackets. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Shabbat shalom. So good to see you. Shabbat shalom. Hope we did it justice. Shabbat shalom. We turn to the Kiddush on page 123. Please rise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinkilanu zikaron lemase v'reshit ki hu yom tequila lemikrae kodesh zeker litziat mitzrayim kivanu vakarta ve'otanu kidashta mikol hamim v'shabbat kodsheka be'ahava uvratzon hinkaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mikadesh hashabbat L'chaim. Take an opportunity to reach out to someone around you, find out who they are, and wish them a Shabbat Shalom. Please be seated. This is good. We have a lot to talk about over dinner tonight, it seems. We turn together to page 124. We enter this sanctuary to welcome Shabbat. Within these walls, we sit surrounded by numberless generations. Our ancestors built the synagogue as a visible sign of God's presence in their midst. Throughout our long history and our endless wanderings, it has endured, a beacon of truth, love, and justice for all humanity. Its presence guided our ancestors to lives of righteousness, holding up to them a vision of their truest selves. Together, now we in turn come into this sanctuary to affirm the sacredness of our lives. May we enter this place in peace. May holiness wrap around us as we cross its threshold. Weariness, doubt, the flaws within our human hearts. the harshness of the week. Let these drop away at the door. In the brightness of Shabbat, let peace settle upon us as we lift our hearts in prayer. We welcome Shabbat Lecha Dodi, page 138, verses 1, 2, 5, and then rise together for verse 9. Lecha Dodi, Yalla la 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 likrat kala, Yalla la 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 Pnei Shabbat, Pnei Shabbat nikabela. Yalla la la likrat kala, Yalla la 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 Pnei Shabbat, Pnei Shabbat nikabela. Tiferet velitchila, ya la la la, ya la la, ya la 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 la, Lecha Dodi, ya la 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 la, likrat kala, ya la 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 la, Pnei Shabbat, Pnei Shabbat nikabela. Likrat Shabbat, lechu v'nelcha, ki hi mekor haberacha, merosh mikedem nesucha. Sof ma'aseh b'machshat kila, la 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 la, ya la la, ya la 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 la, Lecha Dodi, ya la 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 la, likrat kala, ya la 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 la, Pnei Shabbat, Pnei Shabbat nikabela. Verse 5. Hitoreri, Kiva orech kumi ori, uri, shir daberi. Kivod Adonai, alayich nigla, ya la la la, ya la la, ya la la la, Lecha Dodi, ya la la la, likrat kala, ya la la la, Pnei Shabbat, Pnei Shabbat nikabela. Please rise. Boi v'shalom, ateret bala, gam b'simcha, uv'sohola, tochemuneh, am segula. Ya la 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 lekad dodi. Ya la 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 likrat kala. Ya la 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 Pnei Shabbat. Pnei Shabbat nikabela. Ya la la la. Ya la 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 ya la la Pnei Shabbat. Pnei Shabbat nikabela. We turn to page 146 for the Baruch Hu.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMivorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Leolam Vaed.
Baruch Adonai HaMivorach Leolam Vaed.
Together on page 148. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim b'chokma poteach sha'arim uvidvuna mishane itim umachalif et hazmanim umisader et hakochavim b'mishmeratehem barakia kirtzono borei yom v'layla golel or mipnei choshech v'choshech mipnei or.
Umavir yom umevir laila, umabdil ben yom uven laila, Adonai tivot shemo, El chai v'kayam, tamid yimnoch aleinu leolam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai, Hamariv aravim. And we continue with Open Up Our Eyes on page 677, which is our kavanah, or focus points into the Shema.
Open up our eyes, teach us how to live, fill our hearts with joy and all the love you have to give. Gather us in peace as you lead us to your name, and we will know that you are one.
Open up our eyes.
Open up our
Teach us how to live.
Teach us how to
Fill our
live,
hearts with joy
and all the love you have to give. Gather us in peace as you lead us to your name. You are one. We will know that you are one. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Please be seated. Page 154. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך hayom al levavecha, vishinantam levanecha, v'dibarta bam, b'shivtecha b'veitecha, uvlechtecha v'derech, ushokbecha uvkumecha, ukshartam leot al yadecha, v'hayu letotafot beinenecha, uktavtam al mezuzot beitecha, uvisharecha, leman tizkeru, vasitem et kol mitzvotai, vitem kedoshim lelohechem. Ani Adonai Elohechem, asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim, liot lachem lelohim. Ani Adonai Elohechem, Adonai Elohechem emet. Together on page 157. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands, marching together.
Who is like you, Adonai? Who is like you, Adonai את יעקב, וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו. ברוך אתה אדוני, גאל ישראל.
Hashkivenu is our prayer to recognize God's presence over us. We physically are grateful for roofs that protect us from the beating sun, and we're grateful for the protection of God over a divine presence over all of us. We sing it around page 160.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leShalom.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leShalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu lechayim. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu Lishalom, V'hamidenu Shomreinu Lekayim. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu Lishalom, V'hamidenu Shomreinu Lekayim. Ushmor Tzeitenu Uvoenu Lechaim Shalom Me'ata ve'ad olam. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu Lishalom. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu Lishalom. V'hamidenu Shomreinu Lechayim. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu Lishalom. V'hamidenu Shomreinu Lechayim.
V'hamidenu Shomreinu Lechayim.
We turn to the Tefillah, the center section of our worship, beginning on your song sheets and then continuing on pages 166 and then the even-numbered pages only after that. Please rise. Ready to go. Open my eyes to truth, open my hands to give freely. Open my lips to good words, to pure words. Open my heart to love. Open my eyes to truth. Open my hands to give freely. Open my lips to good words, to pure words. Open my heart to love. Adonai Sifatai Tiftach, Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. Open my lips to good words, to pure words. Open my heart to love. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzhak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei Hakol, V'Zocher Chasdei Avot v'Imahot, U'Mevi Geula Livnei V'neihem, Leman Shemo B'Ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Bezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Leolam Adonai, Mikaye Hakol, Atah Rav Lehoshia, Morid Hatal, Mikakel Chaim Bekesed, Mikaye Hakol Berakamim Rabim, Somek Noflim Berofei Kolim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem Emunato, Lishene Afar, Mikamocha Bal Givurot, Ido Melach, Melech Memit, Umekaye, Umatzmiak Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah lahakayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mikaye hakol, Atah kadosh v'shimka kadosh, v'kedoshim b'chol yom yahleluka selah. Baruch atah Adonai ha'el hakadosh. You are holy, your name is holy, and those who are holy praise you every day. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God. Baruch atah Adonai ha'el hakadosh. Please be seated. Page 173. We read together. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai Mikadesh HaShabbat. Page 174.
Ritzei Adonai Eloheinu V'amecha Yisrael U'tefilatam be'ahava tekabel U'tehi leratzon Tamid avodat Yisrael Yisrael Amecha El karov lechol koreav Pnei el avadecha v'chonenu Shevuch ruacha aleinu ותחזינה עינינו בשובך לציון. ברחמים
We continue their own private prayers in silence.
We continue on our prayer sheets with Modim.
Imotenu, Leolam Vaed, Sorchayenu, Magen Yishenu, Eloheinu, Eloheinu, Atahu Ledor Vador, Sorchayenu, Magen Yishenu, Eloheinu, Eloheinu, Atahu Ledor Vador.
Thank you,
Thank you, O Adonai. Thank you, O Adonai. Thank you, O Adonai.
we thank you, Adonai.
We give thanks for people in our lives and for the blessings we can bring to each other, the strength and healing we can each provide in a world in need of healing. In our temple community, we're especially thinking of Karen Davidowitz, Scott Scheidlauer, Debbie Ball, Brenda Levinson, Jane Levy, Barbara Gilbert, Arnold Gilbert, Larry Bloom, Don Levy, Rochelle Weinberg, Jody Ann Herman, Roberta Traeger, Arlene Green, Joan Lipton, Elaine Wall, Richard Colucci, Samuel Pokart, Bob Rosenblatt, Renee Weisbaum. We add to these names that are in each of your hearts. If there's someone in need of healing that you're thinking of, we invite you to share the name out loud here in our sanctuary or add it to our chat in our live stream. For all those that we can bring healing towards, we share a blessing of healing, the Mishaberach for healing in the middle of page 371 in your prayer books. But come on, most of you know this by heart. You don't need to look it up. Mishaberach Avotenu Mikor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishaberach Imotenu Mikor HaBracha Leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. Amen. The Maggid of Lublin was well known for his wisdom and guidance. He used to go around city to city and town to town, sharing with people, giving them sermons of great import and answering their questions. This was often their only opportunity to learn from a wise scholar and answer the questions of the day. He with him was his coachman, Isaac, who had been with him for many, many years. One day Isaac turned to the rabbi and said, "Rabbi, Every time we come into a town, everybody's so excited to see you. They shout your name, they cheer, they celebrate you, and nobody's so excited to see me. Just once, I would like to know what it feels like to have everybody welcome and celebrate me. So this next town, we've never been there before. Nobody knows who we are. What if we changed clothing? And I came in as the Maggid, and you came in as the coachman. The rabbi said, "What will you say to the people?" And he said, "Well, I know all your sermons. I've been hearing you do them for so many years. I know every one of them by heart." And the rabbi said, "But what happens when the people ask you questions?" And he said, "Rabbi, in every town they ask you the exact same questions over and over. I know the answers to all the questions." The rabbi decided why not. And as they got to the edge of town, they changed clothes, they changed jackets and hats, and changed positions in the carriage, the rabbi riding up front and Isaac the coachman riding in the back. When they got to town, everyone was so excited to see the Maggid of famed Maggid of Lublin, and they celebrated and welcomed him in as his coachman stood on the sidelines. The Maggid stood up, and Isaac the coachman, dressed in the Maggid's clothes, offered a beautiful sermon, one of the rabbi's favorites that he'd heard so many times. The rabbi thought, he offers it almost as good as I do. And then they turned to the questions, and the people asked all the same questions they always ask, and Isaac the coachman was able to answer all of them. Until there was one person in the town who was actually a yeshiva bucher, a student studying at yeshiva, and he was home in between terms. And he really wanted to show off to all his friends how smart he was and how learned he was in his school. So smart that maybe he was even smarter and could stump the rabbi of Lublin. And so he raised his hand and asked a very detailed, technical question, challenging the rabbi's sermon and what he had said. The town was silent when he was done. The student thought it was because they were so impressed with what he had asked. But really, they were so shocked that someone could be so disrespectful to their esteemed guest and ask him such an incredible question. But they all listened to see how the rabbi would answer. And Isaac the coachman, dressed as the rabbi, looked out at the student and said, "I see you have not learned respect for your teachers in your yeshiva. I will not even answer your question. It is so insulting. It is so insulting that anyone can answer this question. Even my coachman could come up here right now and answer this question." And so he did, and the rabbi did. Shabbat Shalom. It's an opportunity to share good things that have happened to us in recent days or days ahead. If a simcha, a good thing has happened to you or your family, we invite you to raise your hand as I come over. Share us what good thing is going on in your life. And for those joining us on the live stream, please add your simchas into the chat.
Hi, Amy and George Shapiro. We've got two simchas. One, we went to Colorado to attend the wedding of our friend's son and his fiance, which was wonderful. And two, our son Douglas and his wife Kylie and their daughter Adair just moved to Philadelphia.
Say something good.
Hi, my name is Melissa Moyal, and we are talking to our daughter this Sunday at Sleepaway Camp and visiting her the following Saturday. I bought enough candy to send her dentist to Bermuda.
I'm dancing with my dance team for a nationals dance competition in New Jersey next week.
I have a job at the Y with the gym with little kids at the camp. So, like, I'm the only one with the job. I'm kidding. I'm the man of the house, though.
Hi, I'm Karen. I'm glad to be back. We just found out, my grandson announced to us that he will have his bar mitzvah June 29th, 2024.
Hi, I'm Scott, and this is the second time I've been able to make it back since I was in the hospital, and I promise I won't do the third time. And Monday I start work again since first time since February.
Today was pizza day at my camp.
I have I guess the opposite of CJ, which is that I was brave enough to quit a toxic job.
Hey, my name is Jason. I recently was able to see a buddy of mine named Sal that I've known for 28 years but lives in a different state.
Changed our mind. We'll do it later. Do you hear something?
I recently had a reunion with a college mate that I hadn't seen in 35 years.
Well, we look forward to a summer filled with simchas and blessings that we can all share with each other. But one blessing is something we're going to be doing twice a month, on the 6:15 service each month and at one different 8 o'clock service throughout the month, is celebrate birthdays. And people have July birthdays. Those poor people who didn't get the cupcakes in bring into their classroom always had to celebrate it at summer camp. If you have a July birthday, we want you to come on up to the bima right now so we can recognize you. All of our July birthdays. And I'll just ask one person at random how old they are.
6.
6. And we'll just do that for everybody. And let's join together in singing in Hebrew a celebration of everyone's birthdays. Yom Huledet Sameach, Yom Huledet Sameach, Yom Huledet Sameach, Yom Huledet Sameach. Happy birthday to our July birthdays. Stay up here and help us with the ark as we turn to page 586, and in the middle of the page, join in the Aleinu.
Aleinu l'shaber, l'adon hakol, l'teit gedula liotzer breshit, shelo asanu kegoyei ha'aratzot,
Velo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkeinu kahem, v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam, v'anachnu korim, umishtachavim umodim, lifnei melech malchei hamlachim, hakadosh baruch hu, v'ne'emar, v'haya Adonai, l'melech al kol haaretz, bayom hahu, yeh Adonai echad, Ushmo, Ushmo, Ushmo. Please be seated. We think of people we miss so very much, friends and family who have passed from this earth and body, but whose love and light still shines in our soul. This week marks the yahrzeit, the anniversary of the passing of Benjamin Barnett, Barbara Ann Benjamin, Betty R. Blumberg, Denise Canner, Sylvia Carton, Jerome Court, Solomon Davis, Beatrice Drossman, John Englander, Lester Finkelman, Daniel Fishman, Quan Kam Chu Fung, Isidore Freeman, Margit Gabor, Jenny Glass, Lena Glass, Harold Goldman, Ann Harvey, Edith Heller, Corinne L. Hymans, David Jacobs, Bertha Kalish, Irving William Kaplan, Irving Cass, Max Cass, Elsie Katzenstein, Manny Kurzok, Lawrence Lehman, Joseph Lerman, Irving Lent, Sylvia Lesser, Lionel Levy, Julius Lowenstein, Harry Marks, Bertel Marks, Seymour Mayer, Esther Maza, Irving Miller, Louis D. Newman, Manny Newman, Ilse Ollendorf, Julia Perez, Carl Reinak, Caroline Reinheimer, Abraham Rattel, Lester Rivera, Dorothea Rosenthal, Charles Rubin, Arthur Rumsky, Herman S. Schwartz, Charles Siegel, Frida Siegel, Arthur Solomon, Morris Stein, Rita Stern, Charles Strauss, Menashe Unger, Paula Weinberg, Rebecca Weinberg, Robert Wygod, Mary Wolowitz. And we note in sadness the recent passing of Martin Rush, stepfather of Drew Pincus. If there's a name you're particularly remembering at this time, we invite you to share it with us here in the sanctuary or add it to the chat on our live stream.
Everyone who died in the Russian war. Marley Joseph, Steve Silverman.
For all those we miss today and every day, our Mourner's Kaddish, page 598. Please rise. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei rabbah, be'amah devra kurutei v'yamlik malchutei, b'chayachon v'yomechon uv'chayei d'kol beit Yisrael, ba'gala uv'zman kariv v'yimru amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevarach le'olam amei amaya, yitbarak v'yishtabak v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei d'kudusha baruchu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbekata v'nekamata, damiran be'alma v'yimru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort to every broken heart. And let us say, Amen. Please be seated. With some welcome on behalf of our congregation, we invited the president of our synagogue, Seth Diamond.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you, Rabbi and Cantor, on this hot day for spiritually bringing us to the right temperature, and to Joe and Bonnie and Mark for giving us the right music on a sweltering day. Happy birthday to all our July birthdays, and to really make it a complete birthday month, I expect to see you back here 3 weeks from tonight on July 28th, when we'll sing happy birthday to you again. Don't also forget, even though it is the heat of summer, to place your Rosh Hashanah honey order. It's a great gift, and every purchase benefits the Women's Connection. Details on how to order can be found in the e-blast. Tonight, we have our wonderful barbecue right after services, and I want to thank the group that has organized and planned and cooked and gotten it all ready for us. Karen Solomon, Sarah Maldonado, Linda Freitag, Monty Silberger, Tony Scalagi, and Audrey and Fred Pagan. I don't think any of them are in the sanctuary with us because they're all so busy out there getting ready. And particularly, we should extend our thanks to Fred, who, at least when I came in, was literally pouring over a very hot stove on a very hot day to get it all ready. So when you see any of them, please extend our thanks. And as I say, particularly to Fred, who's probably looking pretty parched right now. And finally, with July 4th having passed, something by Darren Walker caught my eye. Darren is the head of the Ford Foundation, and he has written movingly about the challenges of growing up as a black and gay man from the South. He recognizes the greatness of our country, but also its shortcomings. Darren writes, "However we give voice to our patriotism, let's step away from the extremes and from the edge, away from the sanctimony and certitude. Let's build longer bridges, not higher walls. The cost of the alternative is greater than any of us can bear. Let's resolve to listen with humility, curiosity, and empathy, with open hearts and minds. Let's resolve to extend the presumption of grace and the benefit of the doubt. The road to enduring justice runs through reconciliation, and the road to reconciliation runs through truth. One of our hard truths is that, as the poet says, America has never been America. Another truth is that it can still be, and it must be, and it will be, if we renew our fidelity to the values that bind us, both despite and because of our differences. This summer, let us rejoin and rebuild until America is America and the unfinished is complete. Shabbat Shalom.
A reminder, if you want to help celebrate birthdays, you've seen a few people you can acknowledge in July, but every month you have the opportunity to celebrate birthdays throughout our synagogues through our birthday connections. Make sure to sign up for those. It helps support the temple, but it helps make people shine a little brighter when they get a special birthday wish. I have a notes from the barbecue committee. They say everyone is invited. Even if you didn't sign up, please join us in the ballroom immediately after services. You can sit anywhere. We ask you as you head up to the buffet tables to recognize that there's a lot of people here, so in your first round going through, be conscious of the people behind you and how much you take in your first round. There'll be more to come later. If you signed up as a vegetarian, there is a vegetarian table separate from that for you to get foods for, and if you are gluten-free, those food is available in the kitchen for you to check in there. We want to get ready for our celebration, so we're going to join together in the motzi, and I want to invite up any of the kids in the room. If you're not yet bar bat mitzvah age, come on up and join us up front for the motzi. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, b'tei avon. And we conclude with America the Beautiful, which can be found on page 681. And we're going to do the first and fourth verses. Oh, beautiful for spacious
Skies for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above thy fruited plain. America, America, God shed thy grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful for patriot dreams that sees beyond the years. Thine alabaster's city gleam, undimmed by human tears. America, America, God shed thy grace on thee, and crown thy good with sisterhood from sea to shining sea. Shabbat shalom.